Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk, let's chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible, make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan, pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we poppin', let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? It's your boy Rashad. It's a Monday morning huddle. Yes, we at it. We back at it. When there's content, we gonna go live, okay? And it's a lot. It's quite a few things. Some things happening right now. And your boy got some great news. Well, I don't got some great news yet. We have to talk about the potential of something happening. If you know, you was in there, you was watching yesterday. You follow us on X. Crazy. So we're gonna talk about that in a second. But you know what it is. It's Monday morning huddle. Get your coffee. I got my maple pecan Starbucks, in my world's okayest dad cup that says, JK, you're the greatest. Shout out to my kids. They got me this for Father's Day one day. So appreciate that. Man. Take a sip. Good morning. Hope y'all are having a great Friday. It's going to be a great weekend. I know some of y'all probably off right now. You're enjoying the time with your family. You got Christmas holidays coming up on Monday. And it's just great. It's a good time, bro. It's a really, really good time. A really, really good time, man. So shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all hopping on. Again, this is Monday morning huddle. Excuse me. This is the morning huddle on Friday. My bad. I'm so used to saying Monday. My bad. This is the morning huddle on Friday. My apologies, y'all. My apologies. All right. So a couple things we got to talk about because the tweet went out yesterday. Ben Johnson was Ben Johnson related. So, and from a reputable reporter. So let me pull up this tweet. Let me pull up this tweet. Let me pull up X. Oh man, that was about to be bad. About to close the stream on y'all. So Ben Johnson reportedly is asking for major bags. Let me see. Josina Anderson was the one that tweeted it yesterday. And let me see. And she doubled down. She's doubling down. Okay, here we go. So Josina Anderson reports. This reputable reporter. Okay. She says, I'm told personnel around the league are discussing their awareness that some owners have been told the Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, his asking price is that at least or around $15 million per year for a head coach job. That's what personnel is telling Josina Anderson around the league. And it says discussing their awareness to some owners. I'm sure one of those owners is daggone David Tepper, because David Tepper does not care about money, does not care about anything. He says, whatever you want, I got it. So, and then she continues on. She continues on to say, now the question is, if you're a head coach candidate with Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl and playoff experience like Darrell Bevel, Eric Bieniemy, Dan Quinn, Lou, somebody, what's your asking price be this upcoming carousel season? Okay. It's a great question. And I got it. And this is something that people aren't necessarily talking about. And these numbers get put out there, whether it be from somebody leaking something. Now, I'll go ahead and say, because somebody's asking or somebody mentioned it already, but his Ben Johnson's agent has come out and refuted this. Okay, his agent has quote tweeted her and said, "Nah, this is cap. This is irresponsible reporting. You shouldn't put that out." And she hasn't deleted it. It's doubled down essentially. Okay, so now why is it that one can get away with such demands? Why is that? Because David Tepper has propensity to pay whatever. And I'm sure some owners aren't quite happy with this. Even if it's cap, even if it is false, even if this is 100% false, some owners out there are not going to be happy about this. Some owners are not going to be happy about this because guess what? Not every owner is going to pay as much as David Tepper is going to pay. Some owners aren't as rich as David Tepper, and they might not be willing to pay as much to get said Ben Johnson. You know what I mean? So some owners are not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy about this, even if it's cap. Even if it's cap, some owners are going to be perturbed. And let me see if I can find his agent, his tweet. Let me see if I can find it because I want to quote. Since I'm quoting everything, I got to find all the quotes. I want to be responsible with my platform. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? I don't want to be labeled irresponsible like my man called Josina Anderson. But let me find his tweet. Sorry, I'm not prepared, bro. I just kind of woke up. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm enjoying my day off. You know what I mean? So I just woke up. So my bad. I'm not organized. So Richmond Flowers the third to be specific. His Instagram handle, or excuse me, his X handle is at Richmond __3. I think that's 2 underscores. Okay. So he goes on to tweet. He says, "I'm told personnel around the league are discussing their awareness that there is no asking price or demand, and this tweet / post, because it's X, we don't tweet no more, is 100% false and irresponsible reporting per source, per direct source. That is Ben Johnson's agent, the same agent as Ejiro Evero." Yes, you heard that correct. You heard that correct. Now, you got to remember, he did interview with the Houston Texans and Indianapolis Colts last year, but decided to return back to Detroit as the offensive coordinator. Yeah, I'm assuming he wants to finish a job there, and I'm assuming if they have a somewhat of a playoff run, that he will look to take advantage of said success and get a head coaching job. Okay, so just a little history on Ben Johnson, just so we're aware, and the reason why. And listen, and y'all got on me. Okay, y'all got on me because, oh, Shad wants an offensive guy, and we just want the best guy. We just want the best guy. Like, no shit. Of course we want the best guy. But y'all got on me about that. And look, the offensive guy could potentially be demanding the most money because that's where things are going. Offensive-minded coaches are the wave. That's what people are doing. This is why you want Ben Johnson. He's the hottest commodity out there. Bro, the fact that Bill Belichick is about to be available and Ben Johnson is still the hottest name out there, he's the best guy, period. There's a reason why these offensive, nobody wants to hear it. Everybody just wants to throw around talking points about, oh, just get the best guy. Of course we want the best guy. Of course. And bro, did y'all see that Mike McDaniel speech to his how do we know that this guy isn't a good leader of men? How do we know? We won't know until he has the job. How do we know? You know what I mean? So how you won't know until the guy has the job. That's just, you won't have the opportunity And that's where the risk comes into play. That's where the risk comes into play. And there's some innate risk with hiring a Ben Johnson. He doesn't have any experience. Quite frankly, his experience, he was, prior to becoming the offensive coordinator at Detroit, he was with Miami for 7 seasons from 2012 to 2018. He was offensive quality coach for the Lions 2019, tight ends for 2 seasons, 2020 and 2021. And then he got the offensive coordinator job. So the resume is a bit short, but that's the risk. That's why, people are saying, oh, you just following the trend. No, yes, following the trend, but you're also accepting a risk that this guy is a bit young. He's young. That's what makes it great, because you can have this guy be around for the next 15, like David Tepper said, you want a guy that's going to be around for the next 20, 30 years. We don't want to continue cycling coaches. You know what I mean? So I get it. My man, J.I. Sue, I hope that's how you say your name, fam. And shout out to your channel, too. I was watching your content yesterday, man. We got to get you on the show. He says he's overrated. He says he's overrated. And it might be true. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I get it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with saying he's overrated. There might be a slight case of being overrated here. It's a hot commodity. So the name, the buzz is hot. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with saying he's overrated. I get it. I get why you would say he's overrated. But in the case that we have a Bryce Young and everything is geared toward getting offensive, everything's geared towards getting Bryce Young on track. Who do you trust? Mike Tomlin? Mike Tomlin has a young quarterback right now. When you peel back the layers of this, you're gonna find that I believe that Ben Johnson is the best head coach for this particular situation. When you peel back the layers, yeah, he might not be a Mike Tomlin. He might not be a leader of men like Tomlin is. But is this situation right for Tomlin? The situations have to match. And that's what people are overlooking. People are just saying, oh, get the best head coach. Well, according to resume, Tomlin might be the best head coach. But is he right for this particular situation? That's what matters. Is he right for this situation? And when you have a young quarterback that needs development, who are you going to get? Right? And listen, we got to stop trying to overcomplicate things. People say, I saw a comment that said, oh, Shad, the type of dude that would jump off the bridge if everybody else does. No, I'm not. That might not be the best situation for me. See, I'm an analytical dude. I got to assess situation. If me jumping off this bridge leads to something positive, then I'm going to jump. But if people just dying, then I ain't going to do it. I'm not that dumb. But if I see a struggling quarterback that's short, like you said, Tua Tagovailoa, hey, was trash before they got a Mike McDaniel. And I see they went and got an offensive guy and got some weapons for him. Bro, what? I'm going to do exactly what they did because it works. Is the guy the right? Is this coach the right guy for this situation? That's what has to be assessed. Not just if he's the best head coach. Because the best head coach out there might not be the best for this situation. And that's what has to be assessed. Period. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We will see, man. Listen, I'm excited about it. And again, I don't necessarily believe the number, the $15 million. I don't believe that. I mean, at the end of the day, guess what? And this, I tweeted this out the other day. I don't care about what the head coach is getting paid. I don't care. I could care less how much the head coach is getting paid. It has no effect on the team. It has no effect on anything that happens on the field. The coach's salary. It does not matter. So we as fans, personally, we should care less about what the head coach gets paid. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't really matter how long the contract is because David Tepper will cut ties at any point in time. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the head coach contract is. It doesn't. So we saw my man Matt Rule get a 7-year contract for $10 million per year. Got the can. We saw Frank Wright get a 3 to 4 year deal. Got the can after not even a full year. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter who or what the contract is, right? I mean, personally, this is what I would like to see. I would like to see David Tepper go the Jed York route. I've mentioned it a million times. Jed York. Go the Jed York route. Give the man a 6-year deal and GM. Get rid of Scott Fitterer. Bring a new GM, new coach in. Give them both 6-year deals and back off. Step back. Let them dudes go to work. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. I don't care what it could be $40 million a year. I could care less. That ain't coming out of our pockets. Well, it kind of is, but it don't really matter at the end of the day. Tepper got it. So it don't matter. Who cares how much the head coach is getting paid? That's why tweets like that, I mean, it's cool. That's cool, but the bottom line is it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Pay him. It don't matter. It don't matter, man. And it's good for the head coaching world. Listen, when Matt Rule got his little bag, listen, all the owners was pissed. And the owners are going to be upset, right? All the owners across the league are going to be upset about us paying Ben Johnson $15 million. Because guess what? The numbers goes up for everybody else because he ain't got no experience. He ain't got no experience as a head coach. He coming off the rip, $15 million per season, and he ain't got no experience. So guess what? The next guy, I mean, it might be a little different. We got to overpay guys to come to Carolina. It happens. But other guys are going to be wanting that bag too. Okay? So, again, and Spence 22 got a great point. Listen, I really think we're fooling ourselves if we think Ben Johnson is coming to Carolina. What's appealing about this team? That a young and up and coming head coach. But so again, I just listen. At the end of the day, we don't know what everybody's motivation is. We don't know what everybody's motivation is. Sometimes it's not money. Maybe he want to be close to home. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Ben Johnson may just want to come back home, bro. He got family here. Maybe that's the thing. We don't know. If it's money, that's the motivation, then I'm sure David Tepper can solve that problem. Now, if he wants to be, wants to live in LA, or he wants to take his family out to LA or a nice city, maybe that's his motivation. We don't know. Your motivation is different. We can't apply our motivation to everybody else's situation. We don't think the same way. That's why I be trying to tell you, y'all that when it comes to free agents, I be trying to tell y'all that when it comes to coaching, bro, everybody's motivation is different. We all wire completely different. You know what I mean? So maybe there are some folks out there that are up for challenges, bro. There are people that love a challenge and think they can solve the problem. There are legit people out there that love challenges. Maybe Ben Johnson is that guy that said, maybe I could be that guy to right the ship. I could be that guy. I'm not saying that's true, but there are guys out there like that. We just don't know. So we can sit up here and say, oh, Ben Johnson may not want to come here. We don't know. That's the truth. We just don't know. And until we get a guy that signs on the dotted line, then he comes out into his presser and Joe Person asks, hey, bro, why did you come to Carolina? You had all these offers on the table. Why the hell did you come to Carolina? That's the only time we're gonna know. Everybody has different motivation. Your clock ain't wired like my clock. I think differently than people. If I thought the same way other people thought, I wouldn't be doing this pod, bro. The reason why I did this pod was because I didn't see my thoughts out there. I think different. I'm different from everybody. You know what I mean? So that's what's great about this whole all the YouTubers, from Big Cat to Aaron to everybody out there. Everybody got different thought processes. So when you hear everybody thought process, you can come up with a your own and say, all right, I heard what he said. I heard what he said. All right, I can blend the two and make it make sense. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. So we won't know until the guy signs on the dotted line, bro. And so I'm hopeful that David Tepper has learned his lesson and will continue to learn his lesson. That, hey, what I'm doing and what I've done hasn't gotten the job done. I need to help. I need to find some people to help me hire the right people, and then I need to back up and just let them people cook. Stay out the way. Stay out the draft room. Stay out the pro days. Let these people cook. We don't need people all in the videos dancing. Just back up. Just back up, bro. Just back up, man. Step back. Step back, David Tepper. Step back. Enjoying this coffee, man. I hope y'all enjoying the show. Let me get a little sip. But yeah, man. All right. All right. So real quick. All right, let's talk about Cam, because y'all keep tweeting about Cam and messaging in the comments about Cam. Okay, let's talk about Cam for a brief second. Cam, and I didn't get a chance to watch the entire episode. I need to watch the entire episode. But Cam has once again come out. He dropped a video yesterday and said, I can fix the Panthers. And I need to watch the entire thing. I'm being transparent. I have not watched the whole thing. I need to watch it. Okay. But Cam is doubled down on his quest to become team president. He said, hey, yo, fam, I will take an incentive-laden deal, and I'm gonna come team president, and I guarantee you there won't be no empty seats in Bank of America Stadium. And they talked about the rain, and listen, I'm with what Cam said. Listen, the rain is not what deterred folks from coming to Bank of America Stadium. We've had worse weather at that stadium. If you go back to the freezing cold Christmas Eve game last year, bro, or whatever that game was, bro, people showed up. So it's not about the weather. Trust me, it ain't about the elements. And it wasn't even raining that hard. People saying a monsoon, that was cap. It wasn't even raining that hard. I was out there. The reason why people didn't come to the game is because we got a piss poor product. We got a piss poor product, and they won. Shout out to the Panthers, man. They and shout out to the players. They battling. They continuing to battle. They putting on a good show. I mean, but over the course of the season, it just has not been good. It has not been good. And so that's why people didn't show up. It ain't got nothing to do with the weather. Listen, I was there in 2015, cold as hell, Monday night, raining. When Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers beat Andrew Luck and the Colts. Nobody cares about the rain, bro. It ain't the rain. It ain't the rain. If we had a good team, people would show up, period. We have one of the more fair weather fan bases. Not y'all. I'm not talking about y'all, of course. Y'all are ride or dies. I'm talking about as a whole, we have a fair weather fan base. When they good, they show up. When they bad, they don't show up. So we got to be really good in order for true Panther Nation to show up consistently. Shout out to Austin, man. He says, it ain't the rain. Shout out to the snowman. It ain't the rain. Ooh, I like that one. It ain't the rain. It's Tepper's rain. Ooh, that need to go on a shirt. That's bars. I like that, Deontay. That's bars. That's bars right there. I like that. I like that. I like that. But yeah, man, listen, it's bad out here, bro. And so, listen, Cam said, I'm going to put the butts in the seats. And we know Cam could do that. We know Cam could do that. Cam did that when he came back. The whole stadium was packed. Everybody had their hats on. Cam can put butts in seats. Cam could put butts in seats, bro. Period. You know what I mean? So, and I would love to have Cam back here as team president. He's doubling down, bro. He said you ain't even got to pay him. He said make an incentive base. Don't even pay me, bro. Based on performance. He said I can get you wins. I'm a whole, and he doubled down. Listen, this is the thing I love about Cam, bro. This is what I love about Cam, bro. When you listen to what he said, he's so aware and cognizant, and he says the right things, bro. You could tell he truly still loves the Carolina Panthers. He loves the Carolina Panthers, I believe, more than David Tepper loves the Carolina Panthers. Because you can buy a team, but do you really love what you purchased? You don't love the Carolina Panthers like Cam loves the Carolina Panthers. You don't. The words he uses when he talked about two states, both states. Both states. When you pulling training camp out of South Carolina, I mean, I love it. I'm going to be honest with you. I love it. I love the fact that he did that. But I'm one person. It's two states, one team. That's the mantra. South Carolina right now, as of recording this, as of going live right now, they don't have nothing but a promise that training camp is going to be, or that Fan Fest is going to be in South Carolina. So if I'm a South Carolina Panthers fan, I'm out. You took my squad. And a lot of people feel that way. So for him to say, let me find the audio, man, because I don't want to, but I don't know. I got to really, boy, Cam, he's so good with his words, bro. He's so good with his words. The words that he uses and he chooses to use to talk about the Carolina Panthers, bro. Let me just share my audio. And let me see. Because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So let me share my, well, not strike, but I don't want the video to get demonetized. So I'm just going to share my audio real quick. All right, so let me go back. And I'm just going to share my audio with this video. All right. Can y'all hear this? Give me one second. Can y'all hear this?
So these games used to be.
Can y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? All right, bet. Okay.
You know, the games of the year, rivalry games, Falcons versus.
Okay, so it ain't just me. Look, where Big Low at? So rivalry games, Atlanta Panthers. That's a rivalry game. And Cam kind of built that rivalry because he's from Atlanta. He always hyped up the Falcons game. We had so many guys from Georgia, guys like TD, Charles Johnson, all these guys that went to Georgia. This Falcons game was always a rivalry game for us. So let's keep it going.
Panthers, empty stadium. Tickets were selling for 45 cents. Like
45 cents.
Raining.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
That ain't a good excuse.
Come on, man.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to speak to David Gunther Tepper.
Gunther. I didn't know that was a. Yo, David Tepper looks like a Gunther, bro. Yo, he looks like a Gunther, B. Yo, David Gunther. We should have put that on the shirt. Gunther. All right, here we go. Cam continues.
My man, we've had so much history together. Consider this my official job interview. We see this clip. I mean, granted, it's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
This time to really put my bid in the hat to bring me on as team president. Now, granted, I know you're a businessman. I know you about your coin. But if you allow me, with your blessings and graces, bring my talents to the executive kind of position.
In executive suites. Put him in executive suites.
I can not only hold you accountable.
Not only what? What'd you say, Cam? What'd you say, Cam? Hold on. What'd you say?
Position. I can not only hold you accountable, but I.
What? What is that? What was that? Cam.
I can not only hold you accountable, but I can hold everybody else accountable too.
Everybody.
Being a business.
Accountability. What? That's the second time he said that. That's the second time he said accountability, bro. Accountability is what we need around here. Accountability is what we need around these parts.
Businessman, you understand the value of the dollar. I don't want you to give me no money. Have
no money.
My contract be all incentive based. I guarantee you, you will get an ROI, Mr. Tepper.
ROI, return on investment. For those that don't know what ROI is, return on investment.
If you give me the opportunity, I guarantee you in 2024 that my man will not be nowhere near the impact that old Cam Newton can bring to beautiful states. Yeah.
Ooh, you hear that? You hear that?
Beautiful states. Yes, states with an S.
So these games.
Bro, he is so. Again, Cam knows. He knows the culture, bro. He brought the culture here, bro. He brought it. He knows it. He knows it so well, bro. And I'm not saying team president. I don't know what that is going to entail. I don't know what that means. But he needs to be in the building. Cam Newton needs to be in the building, okay? In some way, shape, or form. Culture creator, a curator. I know I butchered that in the last one too. Culture curator. That's what he needs. That's what he needs. He called my man Gunther though. That's funny. Maybe he was watching WWE or something. Somebody said it's David Allen Tepper. It might be Allen, but it's Gunther now for sure. It's definitely about to be Gunther. But Cam Newton, going back to Cam, he knows it so well, bro. He knows what fans want. He knows what fans need. And if you go back to the last one, when we reacted to his interview with the other podcast, right? We talked about the fans. I know what he mentioned the fans at least 17 times. He knows it. He knows it so well. I've heard David Tepper mention the fans twice since he's been the owner. And one of them was us, him calling us basement tweeting. Basement fans. That's what he was saying. Tweeting from the basement. That's what he was calling us, bro. Bro, David Tepper needs a guy like Cam to. All right, this is what I'm about to do. Cam, I'm about to take training camp from Spartanburg. How do I position this? Okay, Cam is going to be like, all right, Tepper, I understand the business side. I get that. But you have to have a plan in place. You have to give South Carolina something when you're taking something. It's 2 states, 1 team. You can't just remove that and then be like, all right, y'all going to get FanFest. You got to have something else for them. It's about awareness. Like the lack of situational awareness. Like I get the business part. David Tepper, we can never argue David Tepper's business acumen. We can't. He's doing a fantastic job on the business side. I've said that. Listen, I'm gonna tear you down where you need to be tore down. Pause. Major pause on that. But I'm going to prop you up where you need to be propped up. And what David Tepper's done with the soccer team and all that stuff, that's cool. The Panthers, you know, you're doing some good stuff. You're doing some good things with the business side. You know what I mean? He's increased the value of the Carolina Panthers. There is no arguing that. But there is a public perception stand. You know how Madden, you know, there used to be at Madden where there was a public perception meter thing in franchise mode where the fans aren't happy. You know what I mean? There's a public perception piece. And right now, public perception for David Tepper's ownership is at an all-time low because of the words that you say, the words that you choose to use. The words that you choose to use when talking about when you go on a press conference and say, oh, we should be happy because you brought Beyonce and you brought music and concerts and soccer to Charlotte when you just fired. You're in a press conference about firing a head coach after starting 1-10. Like those type of things, like the public perception of David Tepper, Gunther, is not, it ain't good. So that's why you need a Cam Newton to come in here and be like, all right, this is what I'm about to do. Let me bounce this off of Cam and let Cam be like, and let Cam, like, it's all about the messenger, bro. It's just, it's bad. It's bad around here, bro. It's bad. It's bad around here, bro. It's very, very bad. So I don't know what the official role for Cam Newton would be with the Carolina Panthers, but it needs to be something. Team president. I'm down for president. Whatever. I don't know what that job entails. I'm not going to sit up here and say I know what the president is going to do on a day-to-day basis. But Cam Newton definitely needs to be on the public relations side for sure. Shout out to my man Greer. He says, would you sign Cam as press today or in the offseason? Listen, I would make it. Appreciate the super chat too, by the way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, this season is gone. This season is a lost cause. I would probably reboot everything in the offseason. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. But this is the second time Cam is going on record and said, hey, I want to be team president. So make it happen. He knows, bro, nobody knows what Smitty does too. There's people around here that know what's going on, but Cam brought a little something different to Charlotte, bro. He brought something a little different to Charlotte, and Cam knows how to bring it back. So Gunther, let's make it happen. Gunther, please get Cam Newton in the building. Now, I see y'all. Listen, I see y'all talking about Cam, and you know, somebody posted in the chat or in the comments saying, "Hey, Cam, can you go on PNP?" And Cam responded. He said, "Tell him to hit my line." I saw it, bro. Ain't nobody more excited about that than me. Okay, I saw it. Trust me, I saw it. I did see it, and I would love for Cam to come on PNP, or I would love to go on Funky Friday. Bro, I would love to do it. We're trying to figure out how to get in contact with Cam right now. But here's what you can do to help. Continue. You see how that works? The people, the power of the people. Y'all are the army, bro. Y'all drive this ship. If there is no people, there is no PNP. So what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to blow Cam Newton's social media up. Tell him to follow us back on Twitter so we can DM him. I already sent the Instagram message. We have a mutual, I know a person that knows one of his people. We're trying to make it happen. We trying to make it happen, but I'm trying to hit. I don't know what his line looks like. I don't know how to get in contact with Cam. I'm trying. So y'all need the power of the people. I need y'all to hit Cam Newton up on Twitter, on YouTube, wherever you can hit him up and say, yo, let's link PNP and Cam Newton and let's make it happen. I would love to have him on the show. I would love to go to Atlanta and be on Funky Friday and go to the shop and do. I would love to. So let's make it happen. We trying our best. Hopefully it can happen one day. I've been trying to get in front of Cam Newton for a while. I've been trying to, I've been trying to hit every line I can hit. So I DM'd him on Instagram. I can't DM him on Twitter, on X, because he don't follow us back. So I got to get him to follow us back so I can DM him on X. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So y'all got to blow him up. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. And let me give a shout out to my man that actually did it and he responded. Yeah, shout out to my man Jack Fortenberry. Jack Fortenberry. He's the one that posted in on the video, and Cam Newton replied to him. So yeah, I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying to hit him up, man. We trying to figure it up. I'm trying to call this line. I don't know what line to call. But I'm trying to make it happen, bro. I'm trying to make it happen. I don't know his management team's email. Somebody pass me his management team email because I can't find it. Bro, I don't do this. This is what I don't do. I don't use my connections for other connections. I don't do that. I don't feel like I don't want to use people, especially people that, that did me a favor by just coming on my show. I'm not going to ask Smitty to do that for me. I'm gonna be honest. If he does it and he just passes it along, I'm grateful for that, but I'm not that type of dude, bro. I got to work for mine. That's what makes it much sweeter when you work for it and you grind for it. And I don't ask for favors, bro. Like, I don't ask people in high places for favors. You know what I mean? I don't feel comfortable doing that. That's not the type of person I am. Like, if me and Smitty were real tight, like on a like a friend to friend basis, like, nah, we ain't like that. I'm not in a position to ask Smitty for favors like that. We not like that. You know what I mean? So I can't do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. That's not me. He says, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that, bro. I can't do it. I don't feel comfortable with that, man. That's not me. All right. So that's the latest. So Cam, we're working on it. Trust me. Nobody wants it more than I want it. Okay. I want to be. Shout out to, man, I got my check mark finally. I got my X check. We verified on X. Shout out to that, man. This is exactly right. I would never do that. I would never do that. I would never do that. I respect Smitty too much to do that, man. I would never do that. So it'll happen. You know what I mean? It'll happen when it happens. Just keep grinding, and we'll eventually, hopefully we'll get Cam. We will get Cam on one day. We will get Cam. I like to put that energy out there. We're gonna talk to Cam. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen for sure. We're gonna talk to Cam. It's gonna be great, man. A lot of questions to ask. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Cam started to unpack a lot of that joint on the QB school or with the QB room or whatever that podcast was. He unpacked a lot of Panther stories, but there's some stuff we really need to get to. Yeah, I mean, we really need to get to in regards to his Panthers tenure. Like, the whole Todd thing is cool, but bro, I want to know what happened when you got that call, bro, and they was like, "Yo, we moving on." Or what was that call like when they wanted you back? You know what I mean? Like, we got to really, really get into the nuts and bolts. The Cam and Smitty relationship. Like, I love both of those guys, man. I love both of those guys. Smitty, I'm on record. I'm on record. Smitty is my favorite Panther of all time. Facts. I love what Cam has brought to this city. But we got to talk about, Smitty and Cam, bro. Like, what happened, bro? What really happened? You know what I mean? What truly happened in that situation where they felt like they had to, get Smitty up out of here, bro? And how you feel about it? So there's a lot of stories, bro. There's a lot of things we got to get out there. And I would love to be the one to bring it to y'all. Because again, at the end of the day, man, I feel like I truly represent Panther Nation. Like, I feel like I'm a fan at the end of the day. And I'm seeing, a lot of what I'm seeing a lot of the beef between Lord Brunson. Shout out to Lord Brunson, who's a Philly YouTuber. And he did a great job breaking down like his role, right? At the end of the day, us YouTubers, us team content creators, bro, we fans at the end of the day. It's right there on the screen, Legacy Mac. Right there on the screen, bro. Look at the bottom of the page, right there on the screen, at Panther Nation PC. I was looking at Lord Brunson, bro. I was looking at Lord Brunson, and he was like, bro, yeah, I mean, we fans at the end of the day. I don't sit up here and claim to know X's and O's like that. I'm not an X's and O's guru. I don't break down film like that, but I am a fan. I'm an educated fan. I try to educate myself on X's and O's. Like, I try to educate myself on the inner workings of the front office. But at the end of the day, I'm still a fan, and I speak from a fan perspective. You know what I mean? So I feel like I am the voice of Panther Nation, right? I feel like I'm the voice. I feel like I represent what Panther Nation wants to know, and I feel like I can bring that interview and get a lot of questions answered that we've been begging to know from Cam Newton. And I feel like Cam would keep it funky with us. All pun intended. He would keep it funky with us. He would keep it a buck with us. And so I think it would be a great interview. I think it would be a great interview, bro. This would be fire. Now, if he brought that tour to Charlotte, that would be dope. That would be fire. That would be fire. That would be super fire. I don't know if he came to Charlotte, I doubt we would be a part of that, just because he has so many connections still in the area. But that would be fire, though. That would be dope. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I would love to get Trey Boston on the show too. Trey Boston, y'all talking about Eric Reed. All that would be fire, man. It would be fire. Listen, I keep working for y'all, man. It's a lot of work. We put a lot of work in. We're gonna keep trying to get all these guys on the show, man. I still want to get K1 Short, even though I was in front of K1 Short. I didn't ask him to come on the show. Like, that was not the appropriate time. See, y'all got to understand, when I'm doing this stuff, like, it's a time and place for this stuff. And I feel like things will happen when they happen. So, and I don't I don't use situations to kind of take advantage and be like, oh yeah, I come on my show. No, I don't do that, bro. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't move like that. I don't move like that, bro. And I think that's why people rock with me. But all right, man. I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else to talk about. What do y'all want to talk about? I got a couple minutes. Yeah, Jay Stu, he got his own show. I can get Jay Stu on. I think I can get Jay Stu. I think he's attainable. I think Jay Stu, I can get him. I think I can reach out to his folks. I think he got his own that podcast on the Believe joint. Oh, real quick, man. Real quick. Shout out to somebody said y'all like my shirt. Somebody said y'all like my shirt. Shout out to 704 Shop. 704shop.com. Go and get you a shirt, man. 704shop.com. They do a lot of stuff. They're doing a lot of stuff with Sheena and Vashti with their live show. I think they got a thing today, matter of fact. I think Sheena and Vashti have an event today. I think I might pull up. And I have a ticket too. See if I can find that joint. Yeah, Sheena and Vashti, they have something going on at the 704 Shop today. So pull up at 704 Shop, man. 704 Shop, man. Check them out. Check them out. Good quality stuff too, man. I love the feel of their shirts. They fit right. You know what I mean? They just a real good. And I gotta get me a Charlotte hoodie, bro. I need me one of them hoodies. Man, shout out to 704 Shop, man. They got good ish over there, bro. Good ish. Talk about who to sign. Give me Brown. Brown has to be number one priority. Derek Brown, number one priority. He's balling right now. Number one priority, Derek Brown. Yep, hit that sub button too. Man, y'all right. Y'all definitely doing y'all thing, man. I be forgetting to say, shout out to Richard, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. All that stuff, man. Yeah, give me Brown, bro. Can we keep? Yes, we can keep both. We can keep both. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's the next GM is gonna have some work to do though. They're gonna have some work to do. Mr. Hunky Dory, appreciate that super chat, man. Merry Christmas and God bless everyone. Keep pounding, man. I appreciate that. I really do. So, hey, man, get them all. Keep them all. I think so. Derek Brown, just for context, is under his 5th-year option next year. So he's already under contract next year. So we don't necessarily have to do anything with him. He's under the 5th-year option. He's under contract. We could just roll with that. Now, the idea behind the 5th-year option is to give you time to get a long-term deal negotiated. That's the idea behind that. But I got to keep Luvu. Luvu is such a baller, bro. Luvu is such a baller, right? Luvu is a beast. Frankie Luvu is a beast. Frankie Luvu is a beast. Give me Frankie Luvu. And we got to keep Burns too. I don't want to just overshadow it like I'm just skipping Burns. I just think, honestly, there's something in my head that makes me think that ship is kind of sailed. And I don't have anything. It's just a gut feeling that, bro, they're not getting anything done. I think they are at an impasse. And unless a GM can come in here and fix it, maybe we get a new GM and things reset. Maybe that helps the relationship between Burns and the Panthers. But I just think, in my opinion, if Scott Fitter is still around, I just think that ship is kind of gone until we get a new GM. That's just my opinion. I don't have anything, no news or anything. That's just my opinion. And I do think they can get it done. It's possible they can get it done. And it's just yes, the cap does exist for sure. It exists. It 1,000 exists. It 1,000% exists. It exists. If that was the case, we could just sign everybody we wanted, and we would go out there and build a super team. The cap exists. The cap most certainly exists. Yes, there are ways to get around the cap for sure, but that also comes with risk, and that's what the people don't talk about. They don't talk about the risk that comes with that. Ask the Saints, right? The Saints can't build a team, right? Because they're $90-100 million over the cap right now. And why? Because they are creating bad contracts by kicking the can down the road. At some point, you are going to have to pay the piper. You're gonna have to pay up, bro. You're gonna have to pay up at the end of the day. At some point, you will have to pay up. And the Saints right now, if you listen to what Mickey Loomis and all them cats are saying, they're starting to change their thought process on the kicking the can and those voided years, because guess what? You kick once you kick the can down the road on a bad player, that dead money on a bad player hits different. Now it's different when you got franchise guys. You know, when you got guys like Marshawn Lattimore and you got guys like Michael Thomas. Well, Michael Thomas not so much anymore, but Alvin Kamara, and you doing it with them. Cool. When you draft well, things work out because you can hide. You know, you can make those contracts look better because you're drafting well. Your talent, you got talent on rookie deals, and then you got backloaded contracts. It works when you draft well, but when you're not drafting well and it doesn't work, it hits different, and that's when the cap really comes into play. So the cap does exist, bro. It exists. Don't let people fool you, bro. It exists, bro. It exists. Because you're going to be forced to make terrible moves on terrible contracts because your talent, the talent you're going to extend the contract on isn't as good. And then you in a situation where, now I got Derek Carr I don't know the numbers, but if I move on from Derek Carr, I got hella dead money, and that prevents me. That dead money becomes part of the cap. And then that's when you're sitting here like, I'm sitting on Derek Carr and I can't really do anything. And what helps that out? Drafting a good quarterback. So if you draft a quarterback, boom, that hides the fact that you're paying Derek Carr bad money. So drafting hides all. If you draft well, it works. If you don't, then you're screwed. And that's when you get exposed. And the Saints have been competitive, right? They've been competitive. They've been able to get some guys. And now that they're not necessarily competitive anymore, now it's going to hit different. It's going to hit different. When you're stuck in mid and you got all these backloaded contracts of 40 years, it hits different. That's when the cap exists. When you're winning, cool, it's all great. We $90 million, $100 million over the cap, and it's all good. We just keep kicking that can. But when you mid, you're going to be stuck in mid for a while with those bad contracts. That's when the cap gets exposed. That's when you're like, all right, I can't move on. '49ers are doing an excellent job. You know why they can do that? Because, again, when people talk about the cap and they figure in the cap space, nobody talks about those extra picks that they get, the comp picks from their minority head coaches that they get promoted every year. Nobody talks about that. When you draft well, you can manage the cap so much better because guess what? I got talent. I got talent that's playing well, and they're on rookie contracts. When you got Brock Purdy on a rookie contract, you can pay a Bosa. You can pay a Deebo Samuels. You can pay all these guys because I got a Brock Purdy, which is the highest paid position on any roster, is going to be the quarterback. The Panthers are in the same boat right now. Guess what? We got some other contracts to get rid of. We still got some contracts to get rid of. And the next GM, when they come in and they get rid of all this bad talent, i.e. a Miles Sanders, maybe a Hayden Hurst, these guys that are kind of dead weight, if they get rid of those guys, that's going to add to the dead cap. And so I believe we won't firmly see a true reset of the Carolina Panthers until 2025. That's when the cap lines up. You're going to free up. You're going to probably get rid of all this dead money that we got. But when we're still paying Robbie Anderson. We're still paying Christian McCaffrey right now. We're still paying a lot of guys. Nobody talks about that when they talk about the cap. That dead money is almost, I think it's like 25% of what we're paying in cap money, right? In our total cap. That's a lot of money. That's Brian Burns' contract right there in dead money. Nobody talks about that. We still paying DJ. Yep. We still paying DJ. Let me pull it up. I'll tell you who we still paying. Still paying a lot of dudes. It's dead money. That's because, again, and part of that goes back to Tepper. Part of that goes back to Tepper. When Tepper continues to cycle these coaches, they're gonna get rid of guys that don't fit their scheme, which causes a ripple effect. When you, just like I said, new head coach, new GM come in, they're gonna look at the roster. They're gonna say, "Oh, I don't want Miles Sanders. I don't want Hayden Hurst. I don't want a bunch of these guys." That contributes to dead money. That contributes. So it's not the GM's fault. That's David Tepper's fault. They gotta be able to implement their vision. When a GM and head coach can't implement their vision properly, you're gonna have some problems. So let me show y'all who we still paying real quick. We're paying $61 million in dead cap. $61 million in dead cap, bro. Gotta be the high. Let me see what that is. That's gotta be the highest in the league. It's gotta be. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. No, excuse me. The Bucks have the highest dead money in the league, and that's partially because of Tom Brady. The Bucks have the highest dead money in the league. We are fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me, sixth in the league in dead cap. Sixth in the league. So the Bucks, Rams, Packers, Cardinals, Eagles, and again that comes from the quarterback, right? So the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, that's dead cap. Cardinals, I don't know what theirs is from. Eagles, I'm not sure where theirs is from, but the Panthers have $61 million in dead cap this year. 61. And then let's see, what about next year? 2024. So we don't have that much in dead cap yet. Chargers have the most dead cap next year. So, all right, I'm going back to the players. My bad. I got sidetracked. I'm going back to the players. Who are the players that we're still paying dead money on? Christian McCaffrey, top one, $18 million that he's getting paid from us. And I saw a tweet the other day that said, "Oh, I don't think that the 49ers, you don't hear the 49ers fans complaining about the contract, the Christian McCaffrey contract." Yeah, because we paying half of it. That's why they ain't complaining, because the Panthers are paying for most of it. Or the signing bonuses anyway. We paid for all the bonuses. That's a good chunk of the contract. They only have to pay for the base salary, so of course they're not going to complain about it. $18 million for Christian McCaffrey. DJ Moore, $14 million. And again, people forget that let me tell y'all how this works, because I know some of y'all may be new. Yeah, I may not understand how the cap works, but when you trade a player, the signing bonus money accelerates. So the signing bonus money gets spread across the length of the contract. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, Christian McCaffrey had a $20 million signing bonus. That signing bonus gets spread out $5 million over the length of the contract. So let's say 5 years, just for numbers' sake, just for S and giggles. You get $20 million. Sorry, my wife texted me. Give me 1 second, y'all. Don't leave. I got to ask my daughter a question. Hang tight. Don't leave. I'm coming right back. Give me 2 minutes. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. All right, so real quick, my bad. Nah, I had to ask my daughter what she wanted from Starbucks. My wife is out there. All right, so real quick, so what was I saying? So let's say Christian McCaffrey. I was given a scenario as to how the salary cap works, and so let's say hypothetically Christian McCaffrey has a $20 million signing bonus, right? And what happens is that bonus gets split up evenly across, let's say, hypothetically speaking, 4 years, just for the sake of this. It can go up to 5 years, but for the sake of this example, let's do 4 years. So when we trade Christian McCaffrey, that money, that signing bonus money, so let's say for 2024, you have 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. The signing bonus is spread across those years. Say I'm muted. Am I muted? Oh, I was gonna say no. I'm not. I'm not muted. So the signing bonus is spread across all those years, right? And then when Christian McCaffrey's cut, that the bonus accelerates. So we got to pay all $20 million in 2023, right? So that's what happened when we traded Christian McCaffrey. All that bonus money that we paid him, that was spread across all those years, it accelerates up. And that's where you get the dead money from. That's where the dead money comes from. So that's why we got to pay Christian McCaffrey $18 million. That's why we got to pay DJ Moore $14 million. That's why you got to pay Robbie Anderson or Chosen $9 million, almost $10 million, which is crazy. Matt Ioannidis, $3 million. Pat Eflin, $2 million. Justin Houston, $2 million. Damian Wilson, $1 million. And then it goes on from a bunch of smaller amounts from there. But that's where you get all of that dead money. And it just adds up. So going into next year, when you look at it, we already paying Justin Houston $3 million, $3.6 million next year. That's because it's a post-June 1 cut. Post-June 1 means that you can spread it out in multiple years. So you could pay it. You could pay you could pay that bonus, or you could split the bonus money up into 2 years. So if it was, let's say hypothetically for Christian McCaffrey scenario, let's say his bonus money was $10 million that $20 million that we owe him. You could split that up over 2 years. So you pay $10 million the first year, $10 million the next year. That's how the June 1 cut works. So that's what we did for Justin Houston. It's a post June 1 designation. All right. So that kind of helps alleviate some of the pressure, but again, it kicks the can down the road. So already looking at $4.8 million in dead cap, and that's going to do nothing but go up. It's going to do nothing but go up. Looking at 2024, I mean, that Shaq Thompson number. Let's see. I got to look at Shaq contract. Oh, yeah, he got the voided years added to his contract with a little bit of dead money. Yeah, we going to have some work to do, bruh. We're going to have some work to do to get this cap right. I'm looking at Miles Sanders, though. You got to go, bro. That's paying him a lot, bro. Damn. That's not good. Cutting Miles Sanders next year, it takes $3 million away from the cap. Just cutting him straight up. I mean, you could do a post June 1. And that would basically save us pennies. It's almost not even worth cutting him, to be honest with you. It's bad. That contract is bad, bro. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep him for real. It's not even worth. It's not even worth cutting him. To be honest with you, it does more damage than good. If you can only keep two Burns and Louvu, and Brown. This is a great question, bruh. That's a great question. Burns is automatically kept. I mean, not Burns. Excuse me, Brown. Brown is automatically keep. I would probably say, man, that is a tough question. Man, I want to plead the fifth so bad, bro. Damn. Brown and shit. I'm gonna go Brown Lulu, man. Damn. All right, I answered. I said it. I said it, bro. I said it. I said it. My man said, no Nick Cannon. Said I can't plead the fifth. Shot the wilding out. It isn't. You're right. It isn't, bro. It isn't. You're right. I just feel like Luvu can be. It's tough. I feel like Luvu can play. He gives us so much flexibility, right? I think he's good all over the place, and I think really, truly, he should be given a shot more at edge too. I think he can play more edge than what he's playing. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I just think it depends what Burn. I just think personally, I think Brian Burns, fantastic player. We know how great he is. I just think the asking price is what he's asking for, 30 million. That it's just not that, and that's what I'm going into account. I'm taking that into account, right? $30 million is a lot of money to ask, and he not putting up $30 million dollar stats. You know what I mean? He just not. That's facts. He's not doing what other $30 million dudes are doing. And so I'm taking that into account. But I do think we can keep all three. I do think we can keep all three. I hope we can keep all three, honestly. But the question was asked if I'm assigned two, there was a two I'm going to keep just because I know I can get Luvu for cheaper than I can get Burns. But I do think we can keep all three. Well, yeah, Luvu's a free agent, so we can't trade offer. There will be no trade offers. But if they could, I think you could probably get a third for Luvu. Do I think any team would pay 30 million? I don't know, but I think that Burns may depend again, people's motivations are different. Maybe he wants to what if it's Miami that offers that? He's from Florida. So like maybe he would take less because there's no state taxes in Florida either. So I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. But I think 25 is probably which is what I believe what they initially offered. I think that's a fair amount for Burns. But maybe he doesn't feel that way, and I can't knock him for trying to get his money, and I won't. I'll never do that. So, Acash says, "Well, I meant if you tag and trade, you got to give up two first rounders, and that's not happening. Not for Luvu. That's not happening." Sunday is a home game. Yes, Sunday is a home game. I'm not going. I don't think I'm going. Nor am I going to live stream. I'm spending time with the family Christmas Eve, bruh. Prioritizing family on Christmas Eve. I'm gonna watch. I'm watching, but I'm not gonna live stream. I don't know. So that's what happens when you bet on yourself. And kudos for Burns. He bet on himself. And we all thought it would be a better year considering he would be playing in what we thought was his natural position. You know, and it just the sacks aren't quite the sack production isn't there. Not to say he's not playing well in other facets, but the sack production is not there. And ultimately, that's what gets you paid. That's what gets you paid, bro. Is the sack production. Shout out to Arnold. He says, you decide next head coach, Bieniemy, Evero, or I'm assuming that means Wilkes. I'm going to go on Evero if I had those three choices. So yeah, man. I think, man, that's all I got, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on the cap. I know y'all keep asking about it, but I'm gonna do a video on the cap just to kind of see what we should do, the moves I would make if I'm the new GM, what I would do, and kind of make it. I'll do a series on it, but I'll try to find a way. I think there's a way to keep all three: Burns, Luvu, and Brown. My man said, "Do you think Young throws a TD on Sunday?" I hope so, and I hope it's to Mingo. But beggars can't be choosers, so I'm gonna hope it goes to anybody. So let's roll with that. Beggars can't be choosers, man. So I'm gonna give y'all pause on this. I'm gonna give y'all 8 more minutes, and then I'm getting out of here, and go probably grab me some food. Yeah, his total pressure numbers are down too. We looked at that too. Shout out to all those that watch me consistently. And but yeah, we looked at that. His total pressures are down. Everything is basically down. And it could be due in part to the system. That could be a thing. So we can't say that you know, in another system he wouldn't put up better numbers. That could be true. But everything is down for Burns, bro. And I don't know if he's hurt. He could be hurt too. I know he's got the elbow. He's wearing a brace on his elbow. That could be part of the problem. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Score prediction for Monday or for Sunday, man. I don't know. I don't know. It'll be a low scoring, under 20. So I would say like 17-10. I think we can win. I don't know if we will win, but I think it's a winnable game. This could be a thing too. I think Burns may have checked out too. That could be a thing. He could have checked out. So we do a whole series called Sign or Walk, and I'll be starting to work on those. But Sign, I don't know who all. I gotta take a list of the free agents. I got a list right in front of me. Burns, Chin, man. That's the fall from grace. I would resign Kamu Grugier Hill. I will see if I can get Gross Matos back on a cheap deal. Honestly, the way he's playing. I don't know about Chanel. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I seen more from Smith Marset. Marquise Haynes, not sure. JJ, got to bring JJ back. But there aren't too many guys. There aren't too many guys I'm dying to bring back. Blackshear is a restricted exclusive right free agent, so you can bring him back. Smith Marset is a restricted free agent, so we can bring him back. So I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be an end of season NFC South roundtable. That will definitely happen for sure. Definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen. All right, what else is out in these streets? Nah, I did not see the sell the team chance at the Pistons game last night. But I heard they're on. Did they beat that streak, the losing streak? I know they were either gonna tie it or beat the current losing. I think it's like 20 something games. Hey, listen, man, fans get fed up, bro. They got champion. That's a championship caliber team, yo. They got pride, bro. Yo, these fans be getting fed up. Yeah, 25 games in a row. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. They tied it. That's crazy. That is crazy. 3-25. That is terrible, bro. That is absolutely terrible. That's worse. That's not even Hornets. Yeah, I mean, that's not even Hornets bad. That's terrible. Two and 20. What's the record? I'm seeing y'all throw all these numbers around. That's crazy. Oh, and I did see this too. I did see this. The Eagles fans, they trying to plan a rally too at their stadium because they lost three games straight. Bro, like fans be getting fed up, bro. They be getting fed up. Fans be getting fed up, bro. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Philly, man. I haven't really watched a ton of Philly football. I think their defense is getting exposed a little bit. All them Georgia players they got ain't quite working out for them. I think the defense is getting exposed. Y'all boy Bradbury, who y'all love, he getting exposed out there. They picked on him for like a whole drive down the field. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, the Eagles fans, bro, they gotta listen. They coming off a Super Bowl like not too long ago. Listen, just give me one Super Bowl and I'll shut up. You won't ever hear me complain. If we got one Super Bowl, I would never complain again, bro. No matter how bad it got. No matter how bad it got, I won't be doing no complaining if we got one Super Bowl. Because I could always lean back on that one Super Bowl, fam. Hey, the Eagles fans just need to know that it could be worse. It could be worse. Far worse. Yeah, we already talked about we just talked about Cam's video. We watched it yesterday. Or excuse me, we watched it and we talked about it already. We talked about it. We definitely talked about it. I think it'd be a good look for Panther Nation. I feel good about Cam. I think he should be in the staff or in that front office as some sort of culture curator. I think it should happen. We talked about that already. But with that said, it is 11 o'clock, and I'm about to get up out of here. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get in the comments, all that stuff, man. Keep supporting. Hit Cam up. If y'all want to see Cam and PNP rock, let's make it happen. I need y'all support. I need y'all to go to Cam's social media. Tell him, tag us, to let him know how he can contact us. But I'm gonna hit him up. We gotta hit him up. I'm trying to hit his line, but we'll see. But all right, make sure y'all get in the comments, man. Make that algorithm pop for your boy. We're getting up out of here. Enjoy Christmas. I won't see y'all. I may not. I don't know if I'll do a Monday morning huddle tomorrow. Excuse me, a morning huddle tomorrow. I keep saying Monday because it rolls off the tongue a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do a morning huddle tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. If there's more news to talk about, we'll talk about it. But that being said, shout out to E. Clemens, got his shirt, man. Step back. Sell the team. Step back David Tepper got his shirt, man. I appreciate that, Eddie. That being said, man, I'll holler at y'all. We out of here. Peace.